All right, so we're looking at the 4-hour chart here. And you can see here, I've already created the zones. I had the 390 here, but I ended up taking it off because, support and resistance does recalculate as the market moves. So for the new support here, we have at approximately 395.2, and we have resistance up here at 403.5. So this is where we're zoning at currently. Let's take a look at yesterday's close here. Yesterday's close was beautiful, as you see. We did close above the 200 MA. So we closed at 400.63. If you took a look at my video yesterday, I did have resistance around 399. And you could see here that we closed a little bit above that. So we're definitely trending up. We're very bullish right now. Like, we have a lot of money flow. We're creating bullish patterns here on this low RSI. We do have higher lows that are forming. So it looks beautiful. The resistance 403.35 is what I have here coming up. But I really think that we're in for a little small pullback here. So I do have about 395-ish for support. And as you can see, we're already starting. I knew yesterday that we were either going to pull back here to the 390 level, or we were going to take it to the 399 level, which we did take it up. Both are very strong, like just overall. We are breaking significant levels on the higher time frames, and we have bullish patterns. So overall, we are definitely winning, which I like that. So currently right now, we are pointing down. So this is showing like bearish momentum, ready to pull back kind of deal. And you could see here yesterday, we were around here at about, 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, and we kind of came up and we stayed in an overbought position. But at some point, we do have to come down. So that's what I think that's happening now, is we are pulling back. You can even see it on the smaller time frames. 30-minute is coming. But once we get here, which this is where the 200 MA sits on the 30-minute chart. Oh yeah, we're going to be pretty, we're going to be oversold. And remember, support and resistance, it recalculates as the market moves. So this was a breakout here. So coming back to test this area as new support, I could see that could very well happen, because this here was a breakout. And you could see this was resistance, and then pop, it came in, okay? If we do have a little bit more momentum, because I would not be surprised if we just ran it up, because bulls are very strong right now. I do have a new resistance here at 403.6. All right, and you can see this is what the weekly looks like. Still beautiful. We talked about how it's coming in with some bullish momentum, how we have the low, the higher low, and then we have a higher low coming in pointing above 50. And you can even see here we're at around like 51.10. Definitely a lot of strength coming up. But this area, this 404.2 area, this has been a pretty tough rejection area in the past. You can see here, it tried to push above here, but then closed below. So you could see the sellers, a lot of the sellers here in this area, but we closed here. We closed here, kind of had a little fake out here. So this area here, this 404.23, this is a pretty tough rejection area right here. So we got to be careful. I do see this double bottom pattern forming here. So 1, 2, so this is the second rejection. We had a little bit of rejection over here. So I guess about 3 rejections, some rejections over here. But either way, this is a potential area we could bust through right now. Okay, because after about 3 to 4 rejections, generally a break has to occur. And that's what I look at. Is there a pattern forming? Which I do see the double bottom pattern forming. And I see low, higher low, higher low. Now I am long. I'm getting out around here. I have my sell limit set on SPY for 404. And that's only because I'm trading I'm not risky at all with my trades. So I know that there's a high potential that these levels are going to break through. But that's just my target goal, because I got in lower, pretty low at the bottom. So, and it's a short swing just because the market is very volatile right now. So we have to take that into consideration. So even though we have a lot of momentum coming in, we still have to take into consideration that the market is volatile and we are coming in towards the end of the month, and we could reject these levels. And if we reject them, it could be, you know, a pretty big fall. Like the last time it rejected this level at 403.89, you had, it came all the way, well, it hit a high at 410, right? And then the next week it opened up at 404.2, and then it just started going down from there. So you could see the rejection previously here. And even though we are showing more momentum where we're likely to break, you know, we still got to be careful because this is a pretty tough rejection area. Okay. All right. So okay. Let's look at SQQQ and see if it confirms what we see here. So right now we hit a low, and we hit a low of 41.2. And I was telling my team here that because we closed here and we're opening up below this flag, more than likely we're not going to hold it. And you can see here, we opened up right below it, and then we kept going down. So this is a bearish flag, and this is just bearish, just in control. We had a bullish flag form here, right? It broke and then created a pole. And then this flag here, this flag didn't even last a few days before it fell below. So SQQQ is definitely weak, and that's good to see, especially if you are long. Now, we are coming up on a very significant support here, 41.2. You can see how the support held here, here, here. We did kind of fall below here, but we ended up closing the same day back above. And then that's where we're at right now. So we're at a very significant area, but what I do see here is I kind of see a double top. You see here, you got high, higher low, higher low. Like it's a double top. I mean, I would not be surprised if we fell through here, but with the bulls being strong right now, it could likely happen. But again, we do have to take in consideration that this is a very strong support. And it does look like we're coming back on this 44.94. This is new resistance here. This is resistance for SQQQ. And even when the bears is in control, the bulls, we still have to, you know, create patterns in order to keep going down if that's what we choose to do. Because this bottom of this flag that I created on the bottom of this bearish flag that was created on the daily, it's now new resistance. So again, this is 44.9. So even if they come up here to this wall, it's likely to reject. Yeah. So even if we do get some momentum, come up here, this could potentially reject and then start heading down even further. Until we close above this bottom of this flag here, there's really no concern. This is just resistance right here. Yeah, because by the time it gets up here, this is going to go into an overbought, and we're close to the 200 MA here. And we know the 200 MA acts as a means of resistance as well, depending on, you know, where it's placed at on the chart. So right now it's resistance. Same thing here on the 15-minute. So there is a little bit of bullish momentum with SQQQ, but it's not strong at all. It's very temporary, and the opposite with SPY. We are looking at a pullback here. We did hit that high of 400, so pulling back to 395. It appears that's kind of where we're going in these smaller time frames. But overall, with the higher time frames, we are definitely strong. Bulls are in control right now. But other than that, everything else looks good. Just make sure if you're day trading, you have your zones and you have your entries. This is resistance. 403.3 would be potential puts. 395.4 is potential calls. Here, you got to wait for direction. This is where we are currently. We're either going to head up here or we're going to go down. There's only three things that we can do. We can go up, we can go down, or we can consolidate. There's no other way. So that's why I like drawing my midline here, because I like to watch this area to see where are we going. Are we going up? Are we going to head down? And that kind of helps me in you know, throughout the day. All right. Hope this helps.